Right, so you're having people over for dinner and you want everyone to have a really good experience. Instead of making a bowl of salad that people only like parts of, make a salad board so that everyone can build their own salad and have a wonderful dinner. So putting together a big, beautiful salad board like this is actually pretty much the same as making an Italian chopped salad and serving it in a big bowl. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through and prepare all of our ingredients. And then instead of putting them in one big bowl, we're just gonna lay them out so they look really pretty on your board, but everybody can choose exactly what they want in their salad. So it can be easier. Okay, so to make a really cute board, you're gonna need a pretty good sized platter. This should serve about 6 people. I like to use these little glass pitchers for my dressing, and then you want some different size glass bowls depending on what you need to keep separate from everything else, some serving tongs, and maybe 1 or 2 spoons. All right, let's do these tomatoes. So these are in a bag because they came from my friend's garden. What I like to do with tomatoes though, like this, my little cherry tomatoes, is just cut them into quarters. Then that way when I season them with salt, they taste really good. The salt has something to stick to because we cut into them. Just more appealing to bite into. Okay, now kind of similar to what we did with the tomatoes, we're gonna slice and then quarter some cucumber. So I'm leaving them a little bit thicker because I'm also gonna quarter them from here. Then that way they're about the same size as the tomatoes and everything else that we'll get on our board. Now, something I have found when it comes to red onion, little pro tip for you, the thinner the better. You need to slice your red onion as thin as possible. Like thin, thin, thin. One of my favorite parts about an Italian chopped salad is the pepperoncini. Not very many people around here like them though, so I'm only gonna do 3. You can buy these pre-sliced. That's fine, it's not cheating. But again, in my opinion, the thinner the better. So try to cut it nice and thin. So for a very traditional chopped salad, Italian chopped salad, garbanzo beans or kidney beans would go in the salad. They're not my first choice. You can do them if you want them, put them on your board. However, another good option though to kind of get that starchy texture is olives. These are marinated. I got them from the deli section, and it's a pretty cool item because it comes with a variety of olives and some marinated cheese, some red peppers. So it's a lot of ingredients to get on the board with only buying one thing. Okay, so just like we did with our other ingredients, I'm cutting these into smaller bite-sized pieces. I am learning to like olives. I want to like them because there's so many different kinds. I'm just not quite there yet, but in small little pieces, I can do that salty, briny flavor. I do think it adds to the chopped salad. We'll do a couple more and then we'll get some of these other ingredients. Hey, if you have an olive that you really like, can you toss it down there in the comments? Because I would love to learn from other people, just if there's something, you know, mild or something that you really enjoy, that way I can go hunt them down. Now I already know, because of the briny flavor and the unique taste, that not everybody's gonna want these. So I'm gonna put them straight away into a little bowl so that they don't get on anything else. You know, like the cucumber and the tomatoes are pretty innocent as far as being easy to avoid, but because these have all that marinated flavor on them, I wanna keep them separate. To be honest, my favorite part of a chopped salad is the provolone cheese and the salami that's thinly sliced. That is a great way to make me eat salad. So check this out. We've got a couple kinds of lettuce. We've got all of our good extras, a couple dressings, and some different crunchy bits. Filling up the board is actually really the fun part. So I'm going to start with the stuff I'm going to put in glass bowls. So on opposite sides of the board, I'm going to have my croutons and my Parmesan crisps. Those are for the gluten-free folks. Then I'm going to do my olive medley and set out my 2 jars for my salad dressing. Then we'll do our pepperoncini, just like I said, because some people really don't like those. But now that we have these items on, we can start filling in our lettuce. So I have an Italian blend that has romaine and radicchio. I didn't want to buy a head of radicchio and bother with that, so that's why I bought the bag of salad mix. Then we're going to go into our other vegetables. So I have my tomatoes on one side, cucumbers on the other, and then we will add our red onion. Now we can move into our cheese and meat. So I really like the color of the provolone and the color of the salami up against all of this greenery. So I'm going to pile those up next to each other. And now we can switch to our other option for lettuce. If you don't like spring mix, but you do want a second kind of lettuce, you can certainly do iceberg, as most people will enjoy that. Now I had a little gap on my board over here where I didn't feel like putting lettuce, so I decided to slice some prosciutto that I had in that pack with the salami, because prosciutto is a great addition as well. Now, looking at the board, this could use a little more balance, so I'm just going to slide some lettuce over and move my sliced pepperoncini bowl into the middle. Now, that is one reason why I love making a big salad board. This is so much easier than a charcuterie board, but it looks really cool. It's just easier to move the ingredients around and get them right where you want them. Now, let's do the dressing. So I have two options, just like everything else. There's at least two. This balsamic vinaigrette is my husband's favorite. He loves balsamic vinegar. So we're gonna shake it up really well and then pour that into one jar. And then for my other salad dressing, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter and use a champagne vinaigrette. This one is my favorite, so I'll give it a good shake and I'll put it in the opposite jar. I will link to these jars in the description below. They're just little glass 8-ounce pitchers, and they're perfect for stuff like this. So there you go. That's your complete Italian chopped salad board. Quick tip, if you want to do this ahead of time, you can. Just don't do the croutons or the dressing until you're ready to serve. This couldn't be easier. It's just like making a big, huge Italian chopped salad, but you're presenting it a little bit differently. When people see this laid out this way with all these colors and everything, they're going to be super excited because it's different. The colors are bright. Now, we are actually having this for dinner tonight. I grilled some chicken and we're just gonna have a big salad board feast where everyone's gonna get to come around. It's perfect during these hot summer days, so I highly recommend it. Thank you for hanging out with me in my kitchen as always. I hope you come back and see me again so we can do more cooking videos for entertaining. If you want to have an easy party or an easy dinner, I am here to help you so that when you have people over, you make good food that impresses them, but that's not super stressful.